All right, so good afternoon, good morning, good evening. This is, I'll name this segment later, GTG spits that grease, etc., etc., etc. You know how this all goes. The title hasn't already given me away yet, which I'm sure it has. Let's go ahead and get into, let's go ahead and talk about it. ReviewTechUSA fails once again. This is during the DSP ReviewTechUSA interview, which really wasn't even an interview, to be honest with you. It was, DSP was trying to, I gotta admit, he ambushed Rich with his DMs to try to get Rich on his side to go against Kino Casino. I don't know why DSP would want to get a loser on his side to go after Kino Casino when Rich has already lost that battle. He's lost that battle multiple times over. Rich's enemies have used what Kino Casino said against Rich. So that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, Rich was given a rather unique opportunity. He went up there thinking that he was going to have a one-on-one. DSP's like, hey, I've actually brought you up here to talk about these DMs and whatnot. Let's talk about that, this, that, and third. Now, I've heard Rich say, hey, I didn't want to, I wasn't interested in feeding into DSP's delusion. I didn't care about any of that, yada, 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 yada. Rich did kind of ask or speak on the validity of these, you know, of these leaks, of these Discord conversations or DM conversations, I should say. I'm sorry. And so I'll give him that. But he wasn't in pocket long enough to actually go through the Discord, these Discord DMs, and make anything productive. Now, people are talking about, oh, Rich gets a win. Rich felt the DSP, so on and so forth. You know, a rare W for Rich. I disagree. Here's the thing. Rich goes up there and points out the situation with the about why he was there, how you're just using him to felt Kino Casino, which is true. That's why DSP brought you up there. He questions DSP about the DSP tries it, how there's no merit to it, there's no value, yada yada yada. That's something that every detractor, troll, hater, and critic has been saying. So he's just regurgitating that same shit. But whatever, if you want to give him that, fine. Then we get into some bullshit about mic arms. That's trash. So I'm not even going to pay no attention to that. The point being is that Rich didn't have to sit there and feed into DSP's delusions. But when DSP said, I got these DMs about Kino Casino or whatever, Rich's fucking ears on his fat little head should have perked up and been like, okay, let's get to that. First off, okay, send me a link to those. Right? You say it's two different conversations or whatever. Send me the link to those. Right? Let me get those directly so I'm reading that along with you. Oh, well, no. I understand that you're going to go through it. Send me those so I can read along with it with you. So if I have any additional questions and context, because I'm not actually watching the stream, I'm talking to you, send that to me. Now, keep in mind, Rich don't think in the long term, so he wouldn't have thought of any of this. You are the company you keep, so it is what it is on that. So Rich isn't going to think that far ahead. But if he had, in a hypothetical scenario where he has some fucking common sense, that's what he would have asked for. Once he has that, immediately he should have dropped that shit on Twitter, because DSP is going to be so focused on his glory, he's not going and flexing his piggy muscles. He's not going to care about what's going on Twitter or X, whatever. So once he stops DSP, have him send him both the links. Rich verify the links and shit and verify what's in there. That's a few minutes. That's okay. Let DSP, you know what I'm saying, basically take a spoon to his own ass and whatnot, because DSP's going to enjoy it. Rich can verify that shit, drop it on Twitter, then drop it to Duty, then drop it into whatever Discord he's in and whatnot, and then go ahead and let DSP do the bullshit with this, with the DMs, and then question it every step of the way. You know what I'm saying? That's content. It's very clear that once you were brought up on there, sorry, that it wasn't about you and him. It was about these leaks. It was about those DMs. Rich should have just went along with that, should have focused on the fucking leaks. He should have focused on the DMs. And if he had done that, he could have put DSP in a position where he's like, okay, well, I fucking don't like Rich and he don't like me, but at least he's someone I could talk to. And then Rich can have his little ass pat, let me get my get back on fucking DSP stream later and whatever. Instead, Rich is so focused on trying to get his clap back and shit that he did nothing, he accomplished nothing, and then he got booted the fuck off. And then DSP ends up going on with these fucking DMs unimpeded. He literally was able to say anything with no pushback. Now, granted, Rich wouldn't have been the person I would have wanted up there for those DMs to be dropped anyway. But you were literally given the golden ticket. You ain't spent years, fucking Rich, sitting there waiting to get a chance to talk to DSP. And the best that you have is some regurgitated shit that other people have already said that you didn't even present in a way, in your own unique way. Not that you're unique, because you're not. You ain't sat there just regurgitated what other people said. And then you talk about a fucking mic arm? Instead, he literally gives you the fucking a thing of rotted golden eggs and been like, hey, this is what I have. Would you like to go over this? And you're sitting here worrying about some other shit. You're worrying about what other detractors, trolls, haters, and critics think of you, and none of them even care about you. And the few that are even sitting there saying you got this rare W only did it out of pity. I'm wondering if most of them only did it just so they can say that you have a W over DSP. Here's the reality of it. There was no W's that day. Rich didn't get a W, DSP didn't get a W. They both failed, quite frankly. DSP has made himself look far worse than most of you were even willing to give him credit for, and Rich made himself look like an idiot, going into business for himself, basically doing a mud show, and he failed miserably. And then he went back to his own little stream to soak about it. That shit was lame. That was lame as shit. Now, and here's the reality of it too. Here's the reality, and I don't fuck with Duty, but I understand now, because Duty couldn't answer me, I understand now why Duty didn't let you go on that first interview. I honestly get it now. I really do. I really do. See, here's the thing. If Duty understood the difference between asking a question and criticizing, I would apologize. But I never criticized him. I asked him a question. He couldn't tell the difference, so whatever to that. But, because, you know what I'm saying, I'm certainly a bigger man than him, because if I had fucked up, I'd just apologize. He can't do that. But I will say this. I understand why he wouldn't let you go ahead and do that first interview with DSP. I get it now. I get it now. I really do. I also get in it, in the same way I get why he didn't step into that situation between Rich and Sly. I understand why he didn't do that either. Because Rich made a fool of himself. Rich ain't brought Sly into that for no damn reason. And then Sly ain't sat there and buried you, and Duty didn't lift a finger to help your dumb ass because you put yourself in that situation. And see, I don't know what value Duty sees in Rich, but I understand. I really do. I understand now why he didn't let Rich go up there the first time. Because I think, though I don't know, I think he knew you were gonna make a fool of yourself. I think he knew you were gonna go up there and try to go into business for yourself, right? And you were just gonna make a fool of yourself. To be honest, you're just another. It's not that you're just another, because you're Duty's in-house lolcow. It's just two lolcows slapping each other for no damn reason. And the moment DSP doesn't want to deal with you no more, he would have just kicked you off, which is what he did. He ended up just kicking Rich right off of his fucking stream. You know what's ironic about that, ladies and gentlemen? It was only a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago at the time I'm recording this. I think it was only a week ago. It was definitely less than 10 days ago. That Rich ain't sat there and called Sly out. Told him to come on to his stream so they could confront each other and whatever. And Sly had receipts. And Sly's asking him all these questions and being like, hey, you said I did this. I didn't do that. This is what I did. Whatever. Rich ain't sat there and got flustered, got all backed up. And then what happened? Rich fucking kicked Sly off the stream. So here's the thing. How the hell and no disrespect to anybody in particular, but how are you guys going to pass a win to Rich when Rich acted the exact same way to another person when he was in the exact same situation? Has the bar gotten so low we're willing to praise one lolcow over another lolcow when they both did the exact same behaviors in the exact same situation? What are we doing? Rich did not further anything. He was given a golden opportunity and he pissed it away. He went into business for himself and got nothing out of it. The only thing he did is he got dropped from the call. And what was, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was the point? It'd have been different. And that whole microphone thing didn't make no sense. Why didn't you sit there and question him about Derek? Why didn't you question him about how it took Josh Moon in fucking Kino Casino damn near 20 plus minutes to convince DSP to drop him? Why didn't you use that? You wanted to approach him on a microphone type thing? If you were in that Discord already talking about wanting to get yourself dropped from the call anyway, you couldn't have picked something better to get dropped. You didn't pick a better reason to get dropped for? The fuck? Like, You ain't chased DSP for all these years. You say that you understand DSP and how he works and how his mind works or whatever, and you still fuck up. You still went up there and made yourself look as you're on the same level as DSP. You can never say that you're better than him. Ever. And this ain't me standing on DSP. You're both pieces of fucking garbage. I think, honestly, you're the bigger piece of garbage because you have kids and you can't even take care of them. That's the thing that don't make no sense to me. Your daughter's sick and in the hospital dying, and you want to spend all your free time fucking, instead of spending time with her, instead of fucking actually trying to help your family out, you want to sit up there and talk about DSP for hours on it. The fuck? Oh shit. I don't know who's coaching Rich, to be honest with you, but I mean, whatever. He's a little cow. Let him do what he's gonna do. He's not doing anything that I didn't expect him to do. I thought briefly that he would show a minute amount of common fucking sense and realize the situation he was in and how he could use it, and he didn't. And most of you are saying, oh, well, it's hindsight, golden, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, yada, yada, yada. For most people, you would probably be right. This is the lol cow we're talking about here. Rich went in the business for himself because he wanted to felt DSP so goddamn bad because he wants to get back in the pocket. Here's the thing that Rich won't tell you. The reason why Rich is so desperate to try to get back in the pocket with detractors, trolls, haters, and critics, because you guys, he said this, he thinks you guys are weirdos. He thinks you guys are sitting there obsessed with DSP for no good reason. It don't make no sense. And you guys are the actual problem. The only detractors, trolls, haters, and critics that fucking Rich is cool with are the ones that are cool with him. Everybody else who don't know him or don't like him or can criticize him in any type of way, shape, or form are weirdos. That's the reason why he ain't win that slot.
The handsome man on here. Sly, don't, like, are we going to go here again? We're going to go here again. Sly.
Emery Benson donated $5 through Super Chat. Both you and Jay getting fired from Locow is a gift in disguise. You both are deserving of far better than being tied up into Keemstar's cesspool.
Yeah, exactly. Here, Sly is still going, dude. You're still, so you don't have, you live with your mom for, let's not talk about L's here, sir. I own a 2-family home. What do you own, Sly? What you got? What you got for me, dude? What do you have for me? Well, you don't have anything else. You're actually using troll accounts as ammunition, Sly. That's what you're doing. Are you watching, Sly? So what that tells me is, because look what this is what he was doing. Ye wrote this: as a black man, becoming an actual Nazi is definitely my most unbelievable accomplishment to date. Connie, you're fucking nuts. So I agree, Emery. Thank you. And he wrote based. Now, could he just be sarcastic? Maybe. Is it still a stupid take? Yes. And I wrote back, when retards join forces. Even if this is a joke, it's still an L. And then he wrote back to me, you live with your mama for me. Let's not talk about L, sir. Yeah, I own the house and pay the mortgage, dude. Mortgage comes out of my account every month. What about you? Come on, son. You got to stop, bro. You got to stop. You have to take the L by imposing yourself. And you just saw what Ruby went through. You have to, your pride is fucking with you, Sly. Your pride is fucking with you. You cannot take the L. I also invited you to come on Monday for a members only stream, but because I'm not, even though it's a public stream that anyone could watch, you can't be a member. The only thing that's behind a paywall is the chat. For obvious reasons, you won't do it. Why won't you do it? Why would you do it? I wonder why. I wonder why. Maybe because of all the receipts that are out there, Sly. You got to buy a new chain from Temu, man. Could have come back with proof. Dude, I have streams full of proof. We've already been through this 100 times. You could defend him because you don't like my fat fucking ass, and that's fine. You could defend him all you want to because like Fat Man, and he looks like a rapper from the West Coast, 1995, with his Wish.com outfits. Bless your heart. He is the champion of the trolls. So they can't just watch and they'll be able to clip the stream, dude. Man, you are so butthurt, dude. I pay the mortgage on this house and own it. What does it matter who lives with who? It's a 2-family house. What does it have to do with the situation? You just saw Ruby on here, you fucking retard. You saw what she went through. Is that just a little dude? I'm not having my people. Your people are scum. Your people are scum. You cater to an audience of people that go around and do the shit that you know they do. You're using troll clips as evidence. You're a clown. You're a clown. That's what you are. Period. End of discussion. Here. You just tuned in, did you? Okay. Here. I got this for you. Here. Officer Dickers to the rescue. What about if what happened to Ruby happened to you? Where they were following you to your job, and it's not just a little girl, but you push that because you know your brain dead simps would also simp for her. You push that narrative. You're a scumbag. Full stop. You're an absolute clout chasing scumbag, and now your ego's hurt. But you don't want to come on here where there'll be a fully public stream because the chat will be behind a paywall. You, after what you did, don't get to make the rules. You could suck my fucking dick, Sly. How about that? What did Tommy say? Who the fuck is Tommy? Who is Tommy? What's up, Lynx? How are you? Who the fuck is Tommy? Shouldn't have done anything unless they were. Did you just see what Ruby just said? Like, do people like turn off? Yeah, you do turn off your hearing. Lynx, if you want to come on and talk about them too, you have. Let Sly hear your take on the Thorps as well. I think that would be a good idea. Let him hear too. Let the Clout King hear as well. Let 8-Bit Uncle Sly. I like that. 8-Bit Uncle Sly. So what did I say to Ty? I went on Tommy C show. So what does that have to do with anything? Yeah. They see a pretty blonde girl and everything else just shuts the fuck off. And it was Ruby about that? We both said the same thing. We thought a lot of it was theatrics. Yes, you could come on Monday and absolutely speak. The way you were doing it, especially with all the shit that you stuck your fucking nose into with your fucking Temu chain, is you will come on Monday and I will have clips and everything ready for you. If you don't like it that way, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You're also pushing the narrative. I just proved, dude, on top of it, you're also pushing the narrative that I flagged her, even though I just proved on all of my multiple accounts that I have zero flag history. You know, all right, man. You know what? Absolutely. Here. Let's get Sly in here. Let's get Sly. Let's go. Where's he at? Let's see. Direct messages. I know you're here, dude. Let me just type in Sly. Uncle well, at least you're clever. Uncle Sly. Let me we are going to go into members only mode for now. If you don't like it, Sly, I don't know what to tell you. And let's see here, my dude. Ring, 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 ring.
Richard, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing lovely, hey man. How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good.
So what can I
just... Oh, go ahead. My bad. It's an echo. It's an echo.
Why are you getting an echo?
I don't know. Hold on. All right, I'm good now. I should be good. All right, man. What's popping, gang? What's popping?
No, what's popping? Tell me. Well,
why are you so hostile? Why you hate me so much, man? I thought we were cool.
We were cool, but you
what did I do?
You put yourself into a situation that you didn't know anything about, and you were pushing a narrative that did you not see what Ruby was just saying on here?
No, I just told you I tuned in when I said that. My girl said, "Are you watching right now? He's talking about you." And I said, "No, I wasn't." And then I tuned in, and that's when I said the first thing.
She had to file. She's looking to get a restraining order. They filed her to her job. It's not just her. It's not just a little girl. It's also her father, who is a complete fucking lunatic, who has been to jail multiple times. And you didn't understand the whole situation, and it pushed a completely different narrative. That was what my issue was. Now, I went off.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Now, was I a little hostile and combative when I first went on there? Yeah, I was. But are you seeing now what my issue is? Are you seeing that it wasn't just Officer Richie that was just like, hiding in a corner, which I wasn't at all. I didn't even really want to call the cops, to be quite frank with you. Do you understand?
Okay, let's talk about that. All right, so when I watched I've criticized you in the past, and you have said nothing, right? You have not said a word, and you've actually bigged up, or not bigged up, but you were like, I get that he criticized me, and nothing 100%. Was wrong. Hold on. I just let you go. I'm letting you go. Listen, I don't mind trying to scream. So, boom. So I've said things about you, and you have not said anything about it. So everything is fine. People have pushed this Dropbox about you, never said a word about it. Actually was like, I just look at what's being said. I don't say nothing. I don't add to it. Never said a word about it. Besides that, Jay said he saw it, and it was nothing inherently sexual, so I'm not talking about it. They tried to push that lolicon thing about your Discord, didn't they? They tried to make you a pedophile. What did I do? When everyone else is saying, oh, he's a freak for the lolly, what did I say? No, he didn't interact with it. He didn't even know what was going on. Someone did that, and he crashed that server and got rid of it and started over. I didn't push that narrative. I didn't do anything right there. So why all of a sudden I would just wake up and say, this is weird. I'm gonna destroy Rich all of a sudden. That's my plan. No, I saw something. You were all okay with talking to these two, right? Then you ghosted one of them, and then she wanted to talk about the Lynx wanted to come up and talk about the whole Keemstar. Then I was talking about the RTU or you, and that was it. You got upset because I said little girl. Let's just be honest. That triggered you. No, yes, it did. It triggered you. Which is fine.
You went from A to Z, and you did not know the whole situation.
What don't I know?
Dude, you made it like there was so much more to that situation. Exactly what happened to Ruby, slightly less, is what happened to me. It wasn't just a little girl showing up to my place. It was a much bigger dude. They're still in my area from what I hear now. You're not listening
to me. I said you didn't like the fact that I said little girl, not the fact of the situation. Because I said you called the cops on a little girl. I meant to say young. I said little, and then you got triggered. So obviously I'm gonna keep saying little girl because it got you mad, and you were saying crazy shit, whatever. But you didn't like the fact that I said little girl, because all I really did say in that stream that was bad about you apparently was all I said was you were corny for not calling them. That's or saying or ghosting them. That's what I said. That was the worst thing I said about you. I didn't say nothing about, didn't bring nothing up, didn't say nothing bad and crazy. That's all I said was that you should have just told them not to show up or that you weren't going to do the stream. That's all I ever said. And then I said the little girl part, and you got mad about it.
No, again though, but you were like we're going in circles with this.
Okay, well, let's move past it then. Let's talk about the because then I asked you. You said, well, you were hating on me for a while, and then I asked you to tell me what was I hating on you about. Because I gave you countless points of when I wasn't, when I could have. If I really wanted to cater to the people that hate you, that have hated you this whole entire time, why would I just start now?
No, you didn't just start now. There was a time where someone said, one of the ones I could think of, and there have been other times, but I don't have them in my brain indexed. They were like, hey, you should have RTO on for Nah, I'm not having him on. He's corny. That was, and there were other ones too where someone brought up something and you said something. You were talking shit about me taking off my shirt. That's another one I just thought of now. But there's more even than that. You played into it. What are you talking about? You said, "Oh, Sly loves when I take my shirt off." But you're missing the point, though. I wasn't insulted by it, but I'm just like, all right, I'm seeing where this is going. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, that's cool. It is what it is.
But if it wasn't, so that's what's bad is me saying I don't want to see you naked.
No, that's not. You're still going right. You're glazing past the point. I feel like it's on purpose.
No, because I'm trying to prove a point that you don't really. You got triggered about the girl part. That's what I'm saying. Because I didn't do anything.
I didn't get triggered about the girl part. What I got triggered about. Context is key. What you are trying to push a narrative is that these people aren't a big deal. They aren't a problem, even though they're still.
Show me where I said that.
You didn't say the words, dude. You don't have to say the words. You could say things without saying them.
That's crazy. God, that's interpretation. So you could just picking up what I'm not. What are you saying? I said I don't agree with them showing up to your house, but I'm not gonna stop it because it's not my beef to stop. That's what I said, and I've been saying it. I'm not running around inside. I'm not trying to stop it. I'm not the police. I'm not running around trying to stop crime. I'm not doing that.
I didn't say you had to be the police.
Okay, but I'm not pushing them to go there either.
But you're sitting there as you're trying to flex that I'm a flagger, even though I proved I'm not, and you're still calling me Officer Richie.
Well, you did call the cops, but all I'm saying is this. Well, yeah, okay. So I'm supposed to sit here and let you say that I bought my channel. You called me an Uncle Tom. You called me.
No, I bought you. No, bought. That was corrected. It meant to say bought your fucking chain. I didn't. Don't go by aims with that.
And then you say you hear my kid in the background and you say I should send Ben Thorpe there and insinuate what? Did my kid get raped by Ben Thorpe?
No,
I don't know.
When did I ever say that? Pause.
Huh?
You're crashing. When did I say that anything should happen to your kid? I said how would you?
Kid in the background.
Pause a second.
Is that your kid? Sly?
You're not.
Okay, go ahead. I'll let you go.
I said, how would you like it if they showed up to your house with kids? When did I ever say that?
I should send Ben Thorpe to come to your house when you heard my kid. What did you insinuate by that? To play checkers with him?
No, I'm saying, but how would you like that? That's what I'm.
I'm asking a question. What did you insinuate when you said Ben Thorpe to come over there?
No,
you were calling him
I was saying. Pause a second. I was saying, how would you like it if you were in the same situation with your kids there about them coming here?
That's not what you said. We could play it. Do you want to play it? Go play it.
Dude, you're making it like I was attacking you. You also tried to say that I'm racist towards you.
When did I
insinuated? You insinuated it. Sorry, you insinuated it. Excuse me.
Because you were playing the Uncle Tom thing, so I flipped and I was my whole strength. Because you're trying to do this whole that I'm simping because I don't crash out on these people that say the N-word. When I'm like, why am I gonna cry on the internet about people saying the N-word? And you're like, oh, you're an Uncle Tom because you have to shoot everyone that says the N-word. No, I'm never gonna do that.
No, I'm not saying you have to shoot anybody.
Okay.
You have someone on there who literally says that they don't like you because of your race. And you're like, hey, cool. All right.
Oh, that's what I said. I said, hey, cool.
I didn't say you said, hey, cool, but it was just, all right, no big deal. I got a pretty blonde girl on my stream. So
why do you keep thinking that she's pretty? Why do you keep saying that? Am I saying that she's pretty or are you saying that she's pretty? Who keeps calling her anything about her looks? Who keeps bringing that up?
Because All right, whatever. All right, so she's not. All right,
Yeah, exactly.
so there we go.
Hold on. Whoa. Don't start running away.
I'm
Stay
not running
still.
away.
Okay.
Who's running?
But listen. Okay, but why do you keep bringing up her looks, but you say that I'm simping? You know my girl's in the stream, right? When you kept saying that, why would I be doing simping for a girl that's 20 years young or 10 years younger than me? First of all, and second of all, what did I simp for? Did I comment on her looks at all? I'm asking.
No, so you don't have to simp by licking your chops, but you could also know that you see an opportunity for your audience.
What's the opportunity for my audience? Why am I thinking that I can bring a girl up here for what?
Because, dude, there's people that simp for her that aren't licking their chops either, that white knight for her simply because she's a female. Come on,
okay,
dude.
but what does that have anything to do with me? When have I ever brought a girl up here? What opportunity? Okay, so why? So I picked Grace Thorpe out of everyone. Wouldn't I bring my own up?
No, you wouldn't want your own girl on stream.
Why? She's been on there a bunch of times.
I didn't know that. I don't watch your streams that often. So
Okay, then what? So you don't know what you're even talking about then? That's what I'm saying. Like, what are you talking about?
Dude, I know how this stuff works, and you could do things without saying it.
Because yours,
the internet. You don't have weirdos that watch your streams. Come on, Sly.
But they don't ask for girl, and they don't. Definitely, no girl came up on mine in a bikini, and I talked about it.
Dude, she came out of nowhere wanting to come on. I didn't say come on a bikini. You keep bringing that up too. I didn't say that.
Okay, but did you comment on it?
I said that she was in a bikini. I don't remember exactly what I said. I didn't sit there licking my chops either. She also, just like she did,
commented on her chest too. I didn't do that. Wouldn't you be simping then?
You should show me the clip. Let me see the context of the clip.
You played it already and watched it. You didn't accept it. You didn't accept it. I'm asking you, wouldn't that be simping? Out of me and you. I didn't comment on her looks. You did. You brought up the fact that her chest was out. I didn't. Wouldn't you be simping over me?
What?
I'm asking you a question.
But what does that have to do with her inviting herself here?
And we're talking about the sim point. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the sim point that you keep pushing on me. So I'm asking you, wouldn't you be the simp in this situation? Because I'm not doing any of which. No. Oh, but I'm the simp though, because I don't comment on her looks. So I don't talk about her looks at all.
You could still see an opportunity and not say anything.
Didn't you see the same opportunity? You made it known it. You saw. You literally said it. You said
no. That part is true. But before I knew that,
you were a simp.
No, because no, I wasn't a simp because even before, I swear to Christ, I can't talk.
No, your sound is messing up. That's not. That's why I was cutting you off. It was an accident. Go ahead.
I canceled her before I even knew her dad was in the picture. That's why I kept showing that Discord message, which is an irrefutable receipt. She was still already on her way here with her dad, who I had no idea was part of the fucking equation, because I would have told her to fuck off from the get-go. And that's what it is. And they still ended up showing up here. And you still to this day are calling me Officer Richie and trying to downplay it when her dad has a criminal record. And they're still in my town from what I hear right now.
What does the criminal record mean, by the way?
He was in jail twice.
No, I know, but what does that mean, though?
Saying, little girl.
Like, why do you keep bringing that up as a point? Why does it matter if he's been in jail or not?
Who was more of a threat from the situation.
Are you intimidated by people that go to jail? Does it make them inherently tough?
Oh, dude, no. All right.
I'm asking you a question. I don't understand the point of the jail thing you keep bringing up. What
You're
does that
just
mean?
bringing up. Goodbye. I'm done. He's bringing up talking points because I'm a real man. This is how I would handle it. Okay, dude, that's what I'm saying. You're acting tough all the way up in Bumblefuck in Buffalo. Okay. But that's what I was saying. You said I wanted something. I didn't want anything to happen to your kid. Let's see how much you be tough against the little. You're intimidated by men. Have that lunatic who's been to jail twice, who's going around stalking people, living in their towns. Let's see how you'd handle it if he came to your town. You're just putting those stupid things in there that'll trigger your audience, make them go booga booga, and that's it. No, I'm not talking to you again. You're intimidated by men. That's the thing. And now he's going to go and it's like some weird manhood thing with him. I'm not going to sit there going in circles. You're like, it's like, it has nothing to do. So I should risk my own freedom and go fight them, is what you're saying. I should go to jail. I'm a father of 3 kids. I should go to jail to fight this man to prove my manhood. For what? For what? For people that are clout chasers on the internet? Yeah, he was playing dumb. And dude, after that, when he was like, he's just, and now his audience, yeah, that's, you see what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Okay, yeah, Sly, I'm petrified of him. There, you could clip that. Nah, dude, you're not being genuine, bro. You're not being genuine. This stream is here as proof of that. You're just trying to bring up shit to make me look bad. I'm gonna go live with my parents and own the house and pay the mortgage. So keep bringing up cheap shit. Keep putting up clips from trolls from years ago, even though I proved I didn't dox the Thorps. You are dishonest, dude. You don't play honest. You don't play, you do shit below the belt. And that was proof of it. Trying to make it like I want something to happen to your kids. That was just gross, dude. That was just gross.
Techno Tenor donated $5 through Super Chat. Sly spins shit so much he might be the world's first perpetual motion machine.
Yeah, that was spin doctor shit. Like I would say, never I would say, but I would say on stream that I want Ben Thorpe to come to your house and want something to happen to your kid. Come on, dude. I was saying, how would you react in this situation? And you know there's a difference, but you're just glazing by that so you could make me seem bad. You're no better than the trolls, dude. I thought you were going to be like one of the top tier commentators, but you're just the same as the fucking other weirdos on the internet that just have anonymous pictures of either other people or anime characters. I did not say that, Sly. I did not say I want Ben to come to your house and do something to your kids. I did not say that. I did not say that. You're making like that because, quite honestly, I've had a lot of receipts against you and it hasn't made you look good. So why are you going into you making the fat jokes? You're going into who owns my house? Like, what are you doing? Yeah, dude, you just were moving goalposts, man. So don't worry, go with it. Yeah, I should prove my manhood to you and go to prison and fucking do something to somebody to prove how much of a man I am when I have 3 kids. Okay, you know what? You're more of a man than me. God bless you with that. Enjoy your audience. That's all I got to say to you. God damn. I did not run again. You were bringing up stupid fucking points that were just nonsense. No context points. No, like that's what you were doing. You asked a question. I know. I asked a question. Why are you a retard and have your mom dress you and buy you cheap-ass clothes from Wish? It's just a question. Be gone, dude. Go take you and your big fucking ego somewhere else. Go wear shades.
Succulent.
Generated 97 donated $5 through Super Chat.
I don't know if that's
Keep in
true
mind,
or not.
He said literally he believes the Dropbox thing, even calling you a pedo multiple times.
I don't know if he did or not. Did he do that? Yeah, dude. Once I saw him saying shit like this is disingenuous. This is just disingenuous bullshit. And then again, in a way, and again, in a way, with him posting this stuff, when I proved with video, with evidence showing all of my accounts that there was no report history. Granted, that was before, but he put up another troll video that I'm sure he was sent saying that I'm
Mr.
band
Campere
happy or
donated
report
£5
happy.
through Super Chat. Never wrestle with a pig because you'll both get dirty and the pig likes it.
Yeah, real world, be gone. Yes, 100%, man. That's why I said I didn't. That's why I said I had to see it. Because I'm sure people would be like, yo, people are going to try to start fires. So it is what it is, man. All right. So.
Succulent.
Devin Lida donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Real world, be gone.
Yeah, I'm going to fix that right now, too. I'm going to fix that right now.
He sat there and said, oh, well, Sly's been taking shots at me for a minute, but I let it slide, but I can't let this one slide. The fuck? You did something dumb as shit. You invited a 20-year-old girl to your house, and then you fucking get all up out of pocket because her father decides to pop up? Oh, well, he's a criminal. He's been arrested twice. And? If you had done your homework on that chick, you would have known that chick don't drive. Her dad pretty much takes her everywhere. And now you're sitting there saying, oh, well, that's why they have all the incest stuff and going on about you. Then why the fuck would you invite a chick like that to your house? Why would you put your kids in danger for this shit? See, no one's talking about that. No one's asking that. I think Sly may have asked about that, but I don't know. But no one's talking about him on that. You guys need to think very carefully about who we're trying to support here. You got two mental midget monkeys being DSP and Rich, who ain't sat there and made absolute fucking fools of themselves and shit. And neither one of them came out of that shit looking good. Neither one of them won. They both failed, to be honest. Which is par for the course. Imagine you going after somebody for over a decade. Rich has defended DSP. He's given DSP money. Actually, it just came out not long ago that he's still giving DSP money under another account. You've tried to get DSP in interviews. You've tried to do co-ops with him. You've tried to do all this shit. You're finally given an interview, and you try to antagonize him the whole way because you think you're going to get brownie points from the DSP Detractor community. It did happen, right? It did happen. No one really cared or noticed. You finally get up there. You talk about fucking mics, bro. Mic stands. That's it. You couldn't have said how he ain't sat there and he's emotionally abused cat and now she ain't put on all this weight and shit. You didn't want to talk about how he defends pedophiles. Oh, that's right. That's right though, because you had all that weird ass shit go on in your fucking Discord. Oh yeah, that's right. You have all that strange ass CP adjacent shit in your dropouts. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. You're over there with fucking Lol Cow Live and they actually have a pedophile over there too. They got a fucking 22-year-old. Well, he was 22 years old and he was fucking a 15-year-old girl. Oh, that's right. You're okay with all that. That's right. But then you run around calling black people fucking Uncle Toms and shit. Oh, that's you. That's who DSP. That's who these people are saying that. Hey, he gets a win over DSP. That's who you guys want to give a win to. That's what you guys are wanting to endorse. Okay, then if that's how y'all feel, but that's what that is. Rich is a fucking failure. He failed on his own. He failed with Jay. He failed under Keem. He ain't failed with whatever help Duty was trying to give him and those detractors that were adjacent to him. The same guys who he ain't turned on later, which I told them all that too, by the way. I predicted that. Rich ain't turned on all them guys. And Duty himself, he turned on Duty. He turned on Hogan. He turned on Hate Army. He turned on Sly. He had turned on all them cats. And all of them guys had to get their get back, except for Duty. He just chose not to talk to him for a while. But the rest of them guys got their get back. He had turned on all of them. You want to know why that was, ladies and gentlemen? Because Rich turns on everybody. Rich isn't loyal to nothing. He's not even loyal to his own family. So I'm not really surprised he went up there and fucked up that opportunity with DSP. Rich has been a fuck up. 40-something years old, don't have his own home, still living with mommy and daddy, still dependent on them and shit. Got the nerve to talk about anybody else being losers or can't get laid or whatever. He sits there and has to take his shirt off and shit for donations or whatever. I thought you lost a bunch of weight a bunch of years ago, Rich. What happened? It looks like you it looks like you ate your former self and some. This is what y'all want to say. This is the person you guys want to say who got to win. He's arguably, at least physically, a bigger locale than DSP. And he literally did nothing. He walked into a golden opportunity and pissed it away because that idiot has no situational awareness whatsoever. He don't got a lick of common sense. He don't know how to make content. He don't know how to produce content. All he knows how to do is make an ass out of himself. And that's exactly what he did. For nothing. Just so he could run back to his little stream and whatnot and try to go ahead and basically raffle off points that other people have already made anyway, with nothing else really to add to it. And that's it. That's the best he could do. I honestly understand why dude didn't let you go into that interview the first time. I get it. I honestly get it. Matter of fact, it's actually a shame. It's actually a shame. I'm not even criticizing Duty here. You know what I'm saying? Because yet again, he can't tell the difference between criticizing and asking a question. I can't even criticize Duty here for even letting you go up there the first time. He kind of Duty needed to let Rich go up there and fail. He needed that to happen. That shit is insane. It's funny. It's amusing. And it only further explains why Rich's stock is gone. Fucking million sub channel, which keep in mind he was buying views and subs, so it really wasn't a million view sub channel or a million sub channel anyway. Dead and gone. Million sub YouTube button. Keemstar has. Keemstar gave him an opportunity. He ain't fucked all that up. Even though Keem doesn't seem to have a problem to let him keep going over there and he's gonna milk Rich. You don't have to pay him for the visits. He's just gonna keep milking him, so that's a thing. Like, Jesus Christ. And then if Rich is taking a victory lap, it'll be short-lived, to be honest. Because another event will happen that will outshine it, and it'll be the end of it. It'll be the end of everything. The only person who will even remember anything about anything will probably be assholes like me. And what for, man? Like, whoever it was that was prepping Rich, was this literally the best that you thought he could do? I kind of want to question what your guys' motives are, but I don't even think it matters. You know what I'm saying? To be honest. And Rich is just a natural born failure anyway. So it's not like I had very high expectations. I mean, maybe we're at the low point. Maybe as it pertains to the locales, maybe we're at the point where we shouldn't have any expectations at all, to be honest. Because like I said, Rich didn't catch a win off this and DSP didn't catch a win. But Rich was in a prime opportunity to actually get something done if he was willing to fucking sit in the pocket. I'm not saying that he had to fucking go along with DSP's delusions and shit, but Jesus Christ, all you had to do was sit in the pocket and see what he had. And you still fucked it up. Something as easy as that, you fucked up. You're 40-something years old. You have kids. You should have some level of patience. I mean, you don't take care of your children. You know what I'm saying? Lauren does that. But you could, and your parents do. You know what I'm saying? But you could have had some type of patience to see what would have came out of all this. Instead, you did nothing. You went into business for yourself. You tried to get some get back that didn't even mean anything. And you got dismissed. Because that's what you do with bitches. Especially useless bitches. You dismiss them. And then what? Are you going to go up there to Kino Casino now? If Rich asked to go on Kino Casino, they'd let him. But are you going to let that happen, Rich? Are you going to do enemy of my enemy type shit? Are you going to let that happen? Are you going to agree to do that just so you could fellow DSP? Let's be honest, Rich, you don't have no pride in any of this shit. You never did. You yourself have admitted you're a lolcow. You are. Don't get it twisted. You were a lolcow long before you admitted it. So what's Rich's next move? I really want to know. What is Rich's next move? Because all that time Duty was defending you and shit, he was wasting his time, clearly. And like I said, I understand why he didn't want you to go up there with DSP the first time. I literally understand it. He may never admit it, but I understand why. Because you're a fuck up and you were going to end up making a fool of yourself. And the thing is, let's look at that for a minute real quick and then we'll finish this off. If you look when that first interview proposal was a thing, I think Rich still had that 1 million sub channel. So he theoretically had some, he didn't have any leverage, but let's lie to ourselves for a minute like Rich does every day. Let's lie to ourselves and say he had leverage, right? He had 1 million subs, or he had a 1 million sub channel at the very least. He has a bunch of dirt on his name, but most people don't know about it because of how boring Rich is. And truth be told, outside of the situation with Jay and the few detractors that he had already turned on, he didn't have really much ammunition, so to speak, because DSP's lazy and he's not going to look up anything. So realistically, what did he have to lose going up there and talking to DSP the first time? But in hindsight, I see it now. I may not necessarily see everything that Duty saw, but I see it now on why Duty didn't let you go up there. I see why Duty protected you from going up there. I get it now. I really do. I get it on why he didn't let your ass go up there. Because it's bad enough, because, you know, guilt by association in these parts, right? If Rich had gone up there, he would have humiliated himself. He would have humiliated Duty. He'd have humiliated whoever else. And he don't need any parts of that. And Rich ain't sat there and let slip the other night, on that same stream. Most of you guys might not know this, on who he's in DMs with. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of guys, there's a bunch of well-known and well-respected detractors that are in those DMs. Surprisingly, I was surprised by it. He'd have humiliated all them cats. And now, if you guys are willing to look, you can actually see some of the people that's in there. That wouldn't have been the play. But now, Rich is just a broken old fucking lol cow and shit that's producing sour milk and can't really do much of anything. You're not even a good mouthpiece. You're not even useful there. You can't even defend yourself. That's why Sly and the rest of his boys keep fucking rotating the block on your ass constantly and shit, because you can't fight back. You can't do anything. You've debased yourself, and I mean Rich. Rich has debased himself to such a point that if anybody else, like if Ethan Ralph wanted to take shots at him, he could, and nothing would happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Ethan Ralph can't lose. You know what I mean? Like fucking look at 8-Bit Eric. 8-Bit Eric fucking, his 2024 was a fantastic year for 8-Bit Eric. He ate really good off fucking Rich. And Rich knows it. That's why Rich has all these different emotes and shit. That's what with 8-Bit Eric's face on and everything. That's why he's trying to felt him. Or he's trying to felt 8-Bit Eric. Because he knows that 8-Bit Eric has fucking had a huge amount of growth off of Rich. And he can't do nothing about it. That's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, 8-Bit Eric was just, you know, he had a decent sized channel. But he was just a small guy. He was just kind of fucking around doing what he likes and this, that, and the third. You ain't let that dude literally walk a whole fucking floor or two on your ass. And now, you were finally given the quote-unquote gouty golden goose, and you still screwed it up. And like I said, some people are giving you a W because it's really just because it's DSP. That's all it is. You know what this reminds me of, actually? Let's go into some lore for a minute. It reminds me of right before SOK imploded and Tevin came out with Autistic Illuminati. Well, I think he got the name from the farms maybe, but he did that video. He did two big streams. And he was saying, he was like, man, why are you doing this? You know, you're gonna let DSP win. You know, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't go at SOK. And he was like, man, fuck all that. SOK ain't sat there and lied on him, slandered him, this, that, and the third. Fuck DSP. He need to say what he need to say. This is the same thing. This is similar, I should say. It's not the same thing. This is similar to what this situation is with Rich. Most of you out there who gave Rich a W, you only gave him a W because it was DSP. Nothing else. Just because it was DSP. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? DSP made a fool of himself. Hey, Rich was just happened to be there and whatever, give him the W. But then once those leaks came out, I bet some of you reconsidered. I bet you some of you realized, damn, Rich ain't there to question it. DSP can literally can say whatever he wants unimpeded with no resistance. Not to say that Rich would have done a good job when he was there, but he could have at least done something. Maybe. Instead, he got himself booted off in 45 minutes flat or whatever the fuck? And it's an afterthought to most of you now. Most of you probably don't even remember it. So, that's my 2 cents on that. Rich failed as expected. Duty, I understand why you didn't have him on there the first time. I didn't criticize you for that. I asked you a question. If you couldn't tell the difference, that's on you. But I didn't criticize you. I was asking why you didn't let him up there the first time around. But I get it now. But I was asking the question. Like I said, if you can't tell the difference, that's on you. And yeah, like Rich is yet again living up to his reputation as a lolcow. Straight failure. You know what I'm saying? You merely just exist. You're a DSP with an even louder mouth. You have all these people in these discords. You have Duty. You have all these resources around you, and you still keep fucking up. I just don't understand it. I can see why Kino Casino ain't made so much money off your ass, and how they're gonna keep going. How they're gonna keep making money off you. And in closing, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but you know what I'm saying? DSP is correct. Like, he used Rich to get over. He literally did. He already had a reason to shit on Rich. He found another group that was already doing it, and he sided with them and he caught a win. It is what it is. Now, could DSP have gotten that win on his own? I don't know. But it didn't matter. He went ahead and he found two other mules to go ahead and do the work for him, and he got what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? And truth be told, Rich should have called DSP out for that whole the whole poker chip thing, where he said, you know, where basically DSP tried to pull the same gimmick twice. Rich should have said, eat a dick. Come up with something more original. Why are you recycling shit? You know what I'm saying? That's what Rich should have done. But then again, you know, it is what it is. Rich don't have no common sense. It is what it is. I'm not co-signing that shit. Rich didn't get a W. He didn't do anything but sit there and make his ass look worse. That's all it was, as one would expect. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening in. I very much appreciate it. And you know, you got to beat your little cows. You got to beat them often, and there's a reason for that, apparently. You know what I'm saying? That's a very apparent reason on why that should happen. Jesus Christ. Rich has been chasing DSP longer than most detractors out here, and that's all he got. That's all he was able to accomplish. And the only reason why DSP even paid him any mind is because Rich used to have a name. Rich, quote unquote, used to be somebody. He's not that now. And he's never going to be there. Just like DSP is a product of his time, so is Rich. You think Rich will ever hit 100,000 subs without paying for it? You think Rich will ever pull 50, 60, 100,000 views without paying for it? Don't worry, I'll wait. This is modern lolcow warfare. You know what I'm saying? That we're in right now, ladies and gentlemen. That's all this is. That's all this is. And the bar has not fallen so damn low where we're literally giving out participation trophies to lolcows. It hasn't fallen that low yet. That's all I'm saying. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening in. I very much appreciate it. I'll catch you guys for the next one. You know what I'm saying? Sooner than later. Oh man, I got the Discord links to go over. I got all this bullshit that needs to be attached. But I wanted to speak on that. I don't fault anybody for, you know, if they think Rich felt a DSP or if he got a W. But let's actually look at the situation. And now that it's been a few days, most of you probably already see it for what it is anyway. It was in the moment. I get that. I roger that. But you know what I'm saying? If we really take a closer look or a second look, did Rich really accomplish anything? Really? Take care of yourselves, people. I'll catch you on the flip. Later.